before.
What's up, guys? Welcome to your post-work physics class. We're starting off with some nikke and some tech issues right away. Only Twitch chat is showing up, and I don't know why. So let me see if I can fix that. It's kind of weird. But for you Twitch people, hello Dr. Eagles, hello Dispensed. Welcome everybody whose chat I'm not seeing right now, probably over on YouTube. Yeah, like not only is it not showing up on screen for you guys, but it's also not showing up for me in like my little like DM thing on the side. So it's weird because I am live on YouTube. So that's not a problem. And everything's like going through Restream. So Why is it just not showing the chat? Let me see if I can figure this out. Let's see. Says streaming speed, connection, everything is excellent. Let's see, chat settings. There's always something, guys. There's always something. Okay, embedded stream. Twitch only, whatever. I mean, I shouldn't have to change any of this. Yeah, so I already have the stuff copied into OBS. I don't want to change my appearance. Bizarre. Oh, hey, wait a minute. I think it just started working. I think so. Let's see. YouTube. Yes. Okay, I'm getting YouTube chat now. Okay, great. Yeah, kind of a weird thing to happen for a while there. I don't know. I'm not really sure what was going on there. Because it didn't really change anything. I was double checking all my settings, but I didn't have to change anything. So, okay. Anyway, it looks like we're good. I think I can see everybody, right? So we got Lone Syndicate, Dr. Jiggles, Warlock Warlord, Bob, Gespensed. Yeah, you guys can see it on screen now too. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Got like little waving emojis. Is that supposed to be Laplace, Gespensed? Yeah, so there was actually YouTube chat in the YouTube browser. Yeah, yeah. But now we got it both on screen. Sup, Lone Syndicate? I'm doing well. Good evening. Good evening. Thanks for the test, Bob. All right. Let's pick up some stuff. So yeah, starting off with some Nikke, and we'll get to Silver and Blood in the second half. We got some crazy updates in Silver and Blood. Unfortunately, it took a bajillion years to update, but I'll talk about that more when we change. For Nikke, we're in a little bit of a waiting, like holding pattern right now because it's like right before the drop of milk, right? And we haven't gotten like the next part of the story to unlock. We haven't gotten to finish the pass for the skins or anything like that. So, yeah. We did get solo raid announced, which I think... Who was it? Was it Mother Whale? I want to say it was Mother Whale. Let me double check before everybody freaks out, because nobody likes Mother Whale. And if I just, like, say that, then there's probably going to be a lot of people freaking out. Where did I see that? Let's see, that's Union Raid bosses. I swear I read this somewhere. But anyway, solo raid coming up soon. Oh, let me wipe out my things for free. It's Samus from Metroid. Dude, that was my other thought. I was like, is that like Zero Suit Samus? That was actually my second thought. But I was like, it's probably Laplace, right? Just because like Nikke. But okay, that makes sense. Am I all ready for milk? I mean, honestly, no. I've got like 9,000 gems. Honestly, there's a bunch of campaign I can push that I just haven't done yet. So that'll give me some resources. I'll do my best. I would like to get a copy of Milk for sure. I'll make a video, and if I manage to get her, of course, I'll do testing for her as well. But I'm going to have to get lucky. I'm going to have to get lucky. The gods will have to smile on me for sure. Hopefully you guys are more ready than I am. It's finally caught up with me. I had like such amazing luck for like literally a solid year. It was crazy. Like I never missed. And then like I'd always be able to save up like another 30,000 gems somehow before like every banner. But finally that that insanity has kind of like come back down to earth. Delim says, are you still on glass slippers in hard mode? Yes. To be honest, I kind of forgot about even doing hard mode. So whenever I tried last on stream, is the last time I looked at hard mode. So I don't know when that was. Like 2 months ago or something. At that time, I was still very underpowered. So when it got to the last stage, when he gets that final big defense buff, I just like couldn't shoot through the shield. I could in the earlier parts, but in the last part, it was impossible because I never built Ein, and so without Ein, going with a high CP deficit is like really kind of impossible. Although I wonder if Vesti would be an answer because she ignores defense. She doesn't have elemental damage, but actually Vesti might be pretty good against glass slippers. But yeah, anyway, that is where I'm at. It was more like 4 months ago, maybe. I don't think it was that long ago, but maybe. Time does go by fast. Lone Syndicate has about 80 multis. Okay. Well, you're doing better than me. If you don't get her, you may just skip on her and rather save your gold tickets for limited units. Yeah, I agree. I will probably use whatever I have to be able to try and get milk, but I'm not going to dip into the gold tickets. You got to save them for, like, you know, anniversary pilgrims or like limited collab units, that kind of thing. Glad you're not the only one who forgets about hard mode. Yeah, I mean, some people are really into like pushing hard mode and like that's kind of their thing. But otherwise, I feel like it's pretty easy to forget. Oh, I just realized I have this like macaroni sitting in front of me that I heated up because I was hungry. I didn't have time to eat anything else after work. I haven't eaten any of it yet. You guys probably think I have a terrible diet because I'm always eating like instant noodles or macaroni or just eating like snacks and stuff on stream. Is not normally what I'm eating. I swear. It's just sometimes it's like I've been busy all day. Sometimes I don't even have time to take a lunch. So I'll be busy all day. And then I'm like, all right, it's time to stream. So I just gotta like put something in my face really fast. But if it's not a stream day, I've probably been eating a lot better. Dr. Eagles is stuck on the same boss. I mean, it's a boss that a lot of people are stuck on, for sure. I think I made the wrong choice. Whatever, we leveled up. Oh, in other news, last night, I finally got Cyberpunk, which is kind of like one of the 3 big games that I wanted to play on my PC. Like, it was Cyberpunk, Black Myth Wukong, and Baldur's Gate. And I haven't played any of them yet. Until last night, I finally got Cyberpunk. I've barely done anything with it, but I did the character creation, played for about 30 minutes after that, before I just like had to get to bed. But I'm excited for it. And the benchmarks are looking good. The computer, even though I ended up not getting the 5090, which you guys know that was a whole thing, my build is solid. Everything's working out well. I did the benchmark test, and with everything turned up to max, you know, like ultra settings on everything, ray tracing, no frame rate limit and whatever, I still got an average of, I think it was like 99 FPS. So it's handling it well, and I'm really excited to dig into it more. Is it a different element in Mother Whale because we already had it as solo raid? Yeah, so Mother Whale was the original solo raid, the very first one, and I don't even remember what element it was. But I would assume it's probably a different element. Most likely. Great time to play Cyberpunk. They have improved it since the first release. Oh, yeah. So I originally wanted to play it like way back in the day. And I don't know. How long ago did it come out? Like 3 or 4 years ago? Something like that? A few years ago. Not like super long time ago. But I was going to get it, or I was excited about it. But it had such a terrible launch. I was just like, forget it. And then even when I got my PS5 like 2 years ago, I kind of just forgot about it. Even though I'd heard that it had improved a lot, I kind of just like wasn't even on my brain anymore at that point. So it wasn't until I started thinking about building a PC that it really like is something that I thought about again. How did you design your V in Cyberpunk? So I posted a screenshot in the other games channel on my Discord. I just made a build that like looked kind of like me, but obviously like with like some tech and whatever, like crazy eyeball implants and things like that. And then I'm going in blind, so I don't really know like what's a good build per se, but I made stats that I thought would be like fun, things that gave me interesting like dialogue options for like where I allocated my stats. So yeah, you can check out what my initial build is. Came out in December of 2020. Okay, so almost 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago, something like that. Yeah, I thought it was like 3 years ago. But yeah, guess it was longer ago than I thought. But like I said, when it came out, it had such a terrible launch that then I just kind of like forgot about it and didn't care anymore, you know? But by all accounts, it is like dramatically improved and up to where it should be. And then the DLC for it, the Liberty City expansion, is like even better. So it's supposed to be well worth it at this point. Let's see, one more advise, and that is with nobody, apparently. I guess I need to add a new target. I guess I finished up yet another character, so I need to add another one. Okay. Who should I add? I am starting to run out of characters. I must have finished Aid yesterday. That's why I need to add another one. Brady, I guess? Is Brady like the only one that like that's left that can be leveled? Yeah, we'll go with her. You've heard great things on the DLC? Yeah. All right. Chubby girl is happy. Did I collect these already? Yeah, I did. Warlock says, a couple of days ago, I was finally able to get past 36-7 hard. Freaking floating balls of death. 36-7 hard. I don't know, was it like one of those like self-destruct enemies that like fly into your face or whatever? And it's funny, even though Cyberpunk apparently came out almost 5 years ago now, it's still considered one of the most demanding games to try and run. Like, it can really bog down your system. But apparently it's also, for reasons that I don't know or understand, It's supposed to be a lot more CPU intensive than a lot of other like first-person games like that. Because typically games in general aren't like that CPU intensive, or if they are, they're going to be like big like real-time strategy, like tons of like units and things happening on screen at the same time or whatever. And like a first-person game is typically not that. But Cyberpunk is like really CPU demanding. So yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. So my 9800X 3D is looking like it's helping with that. Warlock says they were small balls that bounced all over the place while gunning down your nikkes. Well, I don't even remember that type of enemy. Golly says it's not that CPU intensive. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you know more about the technical side of it than I do, I'm Godly. But that's what I've heard, that just comparatively to other games, that it's supposed to be more demanding of your CPU. Maybe that's not accurate, but that's what I've read on the internets. Okay, let's go to the event. Almost made a mess. Nice, just found a relic. I'm behind on them per usual. So now I have 11 out of 15. Does everybody else always make sure they get them every day? I get kind of lazy. And I won't pick them up for a while. And then, you know, I'll finally get to a time where like, ugh, I'm getting behind. I gotta go around and find them. You get them every day? I feel like you would. Dr. Eagles, you seem like someone who would actually, like, stay on top of these things. Alright, to the story, I guess. Dude, the side profile of Aid in this show, like, this is so insane. Like, the scale is crazy. Anyway. Quick battle. Losses, I got lazy during Stellar Blade Collab because the map was so big. That was a big map. There was a lot to do on that map, too. Like, because I forget, what were the other, whatever the data things were? Because there were, like, multiple things that you had to, like, click around and find on the map, not just the normal relics. Dr. Hero says, I hate procrastinating, so that's just me. Hey, that's an admirable trait. Like, not procrastinating is definitely good. Okay, grab some mission rewards. Grab some of that shit. And go to the minigame. Yeah, the angle. The angle is crazy. Yeah. Remember when I couldn't figure out the controls for this? Ooh, that was close. Ooh. Oh, I missed that one. All right. Dude, well, I wouldn't say I'm pro, but I definitely improved. Definitely improved. Oh, we got a cutscene with a booba bunny. You've been fully invested bunny aid now. Later on, you'll probably limit break 3 her. Dang. Just like, to be honest, you don't really need to. I mean, by all means, if you like her, and I don't blame you, and she's a strong character, but she's not going to benefit that much from limit breaks. Been digging the minigame? The double chandelier gets you too. Yeah, that was rough. I wasn't expecting that. A suspicious person. Folkwang is examining a large mechanical device on all sides. She's looking for AC controls. Okay, okay. Beep, beep, beep. Time to press the button. Dude, Folkwang's got problems. But to be honest, like, her and I would get along. I'm, like, always turning down the AC to, like, make it turn on all the time. You just want the MLB wallpaper for aid? That's fair. Poor Miss Folkwang. I think that's almost all. I might be missing one thing in the album now. Completed all the missions. Yeah, missing one more. I haven't paid attention. I don't know what I need to do to get that, but... You got Aid Core 1 because you got a lucky with 2 doubles. Yeah, I remember you posting that. That was insane. Like, you got incredible luck, Dr. Eagles. Good for you. I'm Godly says, I haven't been paying attention to Nikke for a while. You're starting to think you drew Anise Booba's too small. When in doubt, probably need to go bigger. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's a relic right there. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, right here on the chair. There we go. Accidentally discovered one. Alright, to the shop. I'll put this over here. Don't want the spoon to randomly fall. Alright, blue ticket. Okay. We got 3 more relics to find. And welcome those that just joined the stream. If you're enjoying it, consider giving me a like or a follow. Would appreciate it. Where? I haven't gone back here at all. Oh, okay, there's definitely one right there. Okay, 2 more. We got all the images from the minigame, not sure how to obtain them. Yeah, I imagine if I just, like, keep playing, I'll get them by accident. It'll happen eventually. Anything back here? No? How about over here? Need to get Novel out here looking for clues or something. Excuse me, Blanc. Oh, there's one right here next to Blanc. Thank you for pointing it out. How about over here by this piano? You know what? I've never tried going back here to the entrance. Is there one over here, maybe? No? Seems like that could have been a good place to hide one. Oh, here by the big pineapple ball that looks like Mustang's butt. Dude, this just occurred to me. This is totally the same giant spiky ball that Mustang has on his butt. Just saying. Alright, let's go back to the lobby. Alright, got my friend points. Oh, wrong pass. Yeah, I think I was finding it like right as you sent that message. Thank you, Dr. Eagles. To the Ark. Let's do overclock. Because I don't think I did it yesterday. Yeah, hey, I'm just, look at Mustang and tell me I'm wrong, okay? Look at Mustang and you'll find out. Then you can be an expert on his butt too. Let's begin the simulation. We'll go for a strategic buff. That sounds strategic. Only a few more days until Bunny Exia and Bay. I know, it's exciting. It's exciting. Although, I think we get Bay before Exia, right? I think there's more time to get Exia. Pierce through. Except she doesn't pierce, so I don't know why she says that. Oh, I just kind of like turned my head at the same time as Ray. That was by accident. I went to like look at my Streamlabs window on the left. I just happened to like look with her in sync. Ray and I are more coordinated than Shinji and Asuka were in that mission, where they had to do Simon Says stuff all the time. Probably like 2 people know what I'm talking about. Okay. Attack buff. Attack buff. This is my full MG fire squad. It's kind of fun. crown technically isn't fire, but she still fits in with the theme. Rappy's like kind of iron, so that kind of ties it in. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. Let's go with higher attack. For oh snap, Grimjaw donated $20 with the super chat. Says praying you get milk. Well, thank you so much, Grimjaw. I appreciate it. That'll definitely give me a couple more shots at her because my 9,000 gems are looking at milk and crying. So thank you for the support. I appreciate the super chat, Grimjaw. I will use that towards milk. Actually, this could apply to literally all attackers. So let's go with this one. And then let's see. Do I want a strategic buff, or a strategic buff? I'm gonna go with this strategic buff. Should have Bay in the next day or two, and Exia is the next 5 or 6. Okay, yeah. Gotta wait for Exia a little longer. Let's be honest. Most of us are probably more excited for Bay anyway, so it's nice that we get her first. Do I want quick charge? Wait, I think I already got a quick charge, right? I'm saying this stuff like any of this matters. I think I'll go for this, I guess. I'm not building the chain at all, though. I guess I kind of have 2 of the same one now. All right, so we'll go for a diamond again. Oh, I'm tired. Not like super exhausted, but I feel like I slept weird last night. I went to bed at a pretty good, decent time at least. But, I don't know, I just don't feel rested. Has that ever happened to you guys? You're like, I shouldn't be this tired. Like, sometimes it's absolutely your fault, right? You're like, oh, well, I shouldn't have stayed up until 2 a.m. playing Nikke or whatever it was. But other times it's just like, I don't know, just didn't get good quality sleep or something. Maybe it's just general fatigue, long-term energy drain. Need to catch up. Maybe I'm getting old. That's possible too. Could be all the above. Hydrate, guys. Hydrate. The elixir of youth. Water. Oh, we don't want that. We already have that. Okay, I guess we'll go for increasing attack for supports. Do I even have any supports on my squad? I want to say I don't. Right? Because we got all attackers and a defender. That buff did literal nothing. I swear I know how to play. Okay. Here's a boost. Runway. Yeah, run away. Dude, I remember when Overclock actually felt scary. I mean, it was never like extremely challenging unless you go like ratio 50, then obviously, right? But at this point, like just going with the normal 25, it's like you can kind of just use anything and it doesn't even matter. Okay, interception. Okay. Actually, let's take one more pass at what's his butt. Let's see how we're doing with Harvester. Maybe am I strong enough now? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I forgot about poor Dorothy's. Oh, shoot. You know what? I also forgot I need to be aiming at the head. Let's retry this. Alright, Lone Syndicate over here, just saying he was never scared of it. Have I ever tried going for the overclock name cards? I have not. Yeah, when Overclock was its original beta form, it was actually like kind of difficult. And then by the time it was like in official game mode, it had gotten pretty easy. Oh, I waited too long. Because you can get to 13 ghosts. So we're going to retry. I thought she was already up. But I should have waited till the next burst cycle. There's one guy with an infinite symbol in your arena group. An infinite symbol where? I don't know what that means. Down he goes. Pew! Boom. All right, here we go for the burst. Or whatever this is. The quick time event, the red circles, the interrupt circles. kind of like the boss's burst, right? $30 seconds left. Oof, I don't know. A crown died. Dang. Let's see. What does chat say? In your arena group, you have level 25 and he's an infinite. So you're rank 25 in arena and he's an infinite symbol? That I've never heard of that before. Godly has some type of beta invites. I don't know what game he's talking about, but thanks for offering him to the chat. Everybody hit up Godly if you want some beta invites. Oh, Dealin says for overclock. Oh, yeah. So what Grimjaw is saying is right. Yeah, that just means that he's like cleared it on max. All right, let's try this again. I need to make sure Crown doesn't die this time. Oh, 2xKO is Riot's new fighting game. Oh, okay. Is it a 2D fighter or a 3D fighter? Alright, I think this is around the time I have to be careful because all the bombs are going to hit Crown if I'm not paying attention. For the most part, I can ignore them, but if... Ooh, oh my gosh. I missed it. I was trying to ignore them for too long. I saw it going right towards Little Mermaid, and then I didn't do anything about it. Okay. They targeted her instead. It's a 2v2 2D game. Okay. Kind of like the classic Marvel versus Street Fighter. Okay, this one is a little bit of a cleaner run than the previous one, actually, so hopefully I don't fuck up again and I can actually finish. Alright, don't let somebody die. I think I'm gonna run out of damage. I don't have enough time. This is the closest I've gotten. Dang. Mermaid went down at the last second there for like the last 5 seconds. That's unfortunate. That was pretty close. I think that's the closest I've gotten. We did get a pair of Pilgrim Defender boots for our trouble, which is garbage, but you know. We also got a custom module, so that's not terrible. I don't know what the score is that I actually need. I'm guessing it's 5.3. It was pretty close. It was pretty close. That's annoying. Oh well. I wonder if I would have had the damage if Siren didn't go down in like those last 5 seconds. I want to say probably not. Probably still would have been short. There are a couple of places where I could tighten it up a little bit more. Like if I'm more locked onto the head at the beginning, I could probably give myself an extra second or so. I don't know. Tiny margins, tiny margins. All right. Back to Kraken. We're going to fight Kraken for other two. It's kind of crazy how much easier Kraken is than any of the other bosses. Which it did not feel like that when they launched Anomaly Interception. Like, Kraken felt scary. But now it's like... I can get tier 9 with like 40 seconds left on the clock. And I'm still like desperately trying to push for Harvester, which I think is the next easiest one. Oh, I destroyed that tentacle too quickly. I can't do the like brain off strategy now. Oh well. Just have to do this for real now. All right, tier 7. There we go. Quit. Nice. Another custom module. We're 2 for 2. Can we get a third one? Okay, it's a pretty good day. Pretty good day. 3 of them, considering I didn't even fight Kraken on one of them. And it wasn't a full burst day. 3 is solid. Let's get this rookie arena trash out of the way. Welcome, those who just joined the stream. Stomping some people in rookie arena. This has to be a bot, right? Like, is this a real person? There's no, I mean, I don't know, maybe. It's almost too weird to be a bot, but like who just put an unsynchronized Rappy and Blorta in here, but they're actually over level 500? I don't know. It's like a super bizarre setup. All right, one more. And I think I'm saving all of my resources for milk. Like, I don't really see any reason to spend more for, like, equipment on aid. Because it's not like that's really going to benefit her in any way, to be honest. I mean, like, sure, if you're, like, really trying to min-max your total damage, then, like, even the extra attack stat from her doing her, like, tiny bit of damage against the boss is going to make a difference. But as far as like her effect, like her buffs, what she does to other units, like leveling up her equipment isn't really going to do anything. Yeah, PvP doesn't do shit. Okay, got another custom module. Nice. Maybe that guy just doesn't care about PvP. I mean, he probably doesn't. He clearly doesn't. But even then, like, you guys know I kind of checked out of PvP. But I still just left my team as is. I didn't, like, randomly put Blorta on there. Like, but yeah, so my aid is still... where's she at? Let's sort by burst 2. Aid is still just like she was when I did my testing with her. Oh, we can upgrade this. Nice. And like probably at some point, if I just don't have anything better to do, there aren't any units that I'm like trying to build at some point, I'll overload these. But I don't really think there's any real reason to, other than just like getting a little bit more stats. I'll probably leave her skills all on 7. It's funny because I just like randomly got super good lines on her if she was like actually a DPS I was trying to build. This one not as much, but hey, we still got 3 lines. I didn't re-roll any of these. I didn't re-roll any of them. Oh, I need to stretch. Do we have any brand new people watching the stream today? Shout out to any brand new people to Nikke. Welcome. Feel free to ask any questions that you have in chat. I feel like right now maybe there's not like a ton of new players because like we won't have gotten anybody for Resident Evil yet, right? And then we already had like our big like summer event. We had the Stellar Blade wave, stuff like that. So we're probably in more of like a chill time. I bet you like almost everybody's been playing for at least like a couple months. Okay, did I already do a friendship poll? I don't think I did. Did I? Do I need to change this at all? I think it just is how it is. I do need to change this. I forgot. I can add these, just not Vesti. Okay, so let's take off her and her, and we'll add the 2 absolute units. Should I do some polls? Because I mean, maybe I should just wait until Vesti's on there. I don't know. We do 1 multi, right? 1 multi. I was saving this because I wanted to add the absolute units. And Vesti is one that I have, so I could just do some polls. Yeah, chilling before the anniversary storm. Yeah, for real. By the way, I would just like to point out, I have core 6 Scarlet, 5 on Noah, 5 on Crown, 4 on Modernia, 4 on Dorothy, 3 on Rapunzel, 3 on Black Shadow, 3 on Cinderella, 2 on Haran, 2 on Red Hood, 1 on Rappy. I've got Max Limit Break Mihara, Max Limit Break Isabel, and then only Limit Break 2 on Snow White. Now, Siren and Grave are also only 1 star, so technically I have fewer copies of them. But Snow White is a launch unit. And for Grave and Siren, when their banners were out, I only got 1 copy. And they're way newer, and I've still randomly gotten a copy extra for each of them. But I cannot get Max Limit Break Snow White. Even with the wish list. It's killing me. Gets 1 minor event, then the Resident Evil collab, then anniversary. We'll see, we'll see. I mean, we don't know exactly what's going to happen with Resident Evil. Anyway, let's do 1 poll here. Let's see if I can get lucky. Get an absolute member, or Sora. I need Elysian. Or finally Snow White. Nothing there. We'll do it again. We'll do it until we pull an SSR. I have quite a few white tickets, blue tickets. Snow White, Snow White. If I had white tickets, maybe they'd give me a Snow White. You've only gotten 1 Pilgrim since they were added to the wish list? Dang. Change! Dang it. Maybe today's the day. There could be a Snow White in those. Dude, there could be. There could very well be. You would trade your core Snow White, your core 2 Snow White for that Scarlet? Are you a big Scarlet fan? Because, I mean, Scarlet's not doing a whole lot nowadays either. Okay. Poll number 3. Multi number 3. Remember when I was polling for aid and I did a single, like 1 multi-poll and got Scarlet and Rapunzel? Wild. It's 3 in a row with nothing. At least you got a Rappy. That's nice. That's nice. Come on. Oh my god. Today is not a lucky day. All right. I'm going to do 1 more. This is going to be the last one. So SSR, no SSR. This is the last one. Please. Good lord, that was bad. All right, well, there goes, what, 50, 60 tickets? 50 tickets, I think. We're not going to burn any more of that today. Maybe I'll try a mid-quality mold. How about this? Mid-quality mold. Were you able to get Scarlet's skin for the PlayStation Complete Edition? You know what, Vic? I didn't even try. Actually, how do I do that at this point? So, you said that they, like, low-key made it possible now. What do I need to do? Like, what am I redeeming if it's possible at this point? Warlock says, I'm a big OG Scarlet fan. Rerolled the whole week at launch to start with her. And since then, you've only gotten her 2 more times. Dang. Well, rerolling for Scarlet was definitely something that made sense at launch. And only gotten her 2 more times. Dude, so you're in the exact same boat as me with Snow White. Sitting there with your Limit Break 2 Scarlet. Dang. Okay, let's hope we can get an SSR out of this mid-quality mold. Frickin' Neon, okay. Mold number 2. Okay, maybe we just stop this right here. Apparently, luck is not with me, okay? This is just not going well. So before I burn anything else, I think we're just gonna back away from that. I guess I still have Tribe Tower to do, don't I? Let's do some Tribe Tower. Missilus. It's just 2 hours of gameplay, but since you've already played, you should get the code logging on. Wait, so you're saying when I just start playing Stellar Blade, just like a code will pop up onto the screen? Like, how does it know? Do I have the complete edition? I honestly don't even remember. I would have to check. But I guess, like, where do I find the code? That's what I don't know. Dr. Yale's over here just has to flex on both me and Warlock. He's like, my Snow White and OG Scarlet are core 6. What a dick. Okay. Dude, it is a really unlucky day. Dude, everything is terrible. Yeah, we're not burning any more resources. I have lost my touch. Dude, today was rough. Vic says you got to go to where the chest is. Okay, so I just need to look up like where the chest is located. Okay. Yeah. All right. I guess I'll just look that up. I assume it's probably not that hidden. Because yeah, if they actually are now giving out the code for the Stellar Blade skin for Scarlet, that's pretty huge. That's really cool because that was like such a huge miss. So it's good that they did that. Just wait for Vesty to join the pool. Yeah. Might as well. Yeah, Vic, I'm sure you just have to like buy the complete edition if I didn't have it in the first place. Which, I mean, that makes sense. And honestly, I don't even remember if I bought it or not. Although, what does the complete edition even include? Like, is the complete edition, like, was it actually an option at launch? Or does it just mean you bought all the, like, different DLC for it? Like, if complete edition was actually a different edition at launch, then I don't remember if I bought it or not. If it means that you just have all of the things, then yes, I definitely have all of the things. Complete edition was only added since PC release, you thought? Well, yeah, so that's kind of what I'm questioning. Like, yeah, I'm just not sure. But if that's true, if the complete edition was only a thing since it came out on PC, then it would have been impossible for anybody on PlayStation to have had it originally anyway. So then this wouldn't have even have been a discussion topic. And it was like a huge shit show, you know? Yeah, so Darkness, what Vic is saying is if you have the complete edition, then the code is basically a treasure chest that you find in Stellar Blade, like you would any other nano suit. Yeah, so Vic, I have all of those things that you just listed there, but like I don't think that was like a complete edition. Like that wasn't like a thing that you could buy all at once, because like I bought them all like as they came out. Which was kind of the whole lame thing that then if you had bought everything previously, then you couldn't get the skin. So if you still have to have bought them all as a bundle, then like nothing's changed. Dr. Girl says, yeah, so you have to buy it again. Yeah, that's... Because, like, that was the whole thing. So, I mean, if they change that, if now, just if you've bought everything, you can get it, then, like, that's cool. But if not, that's still just, like, the same. Darkness hasn't beaten the game yet? Well, keep playing. Okay, I think it's Silver and Blood time. I was just checking to see if there was anything in the recycling room I needed to do, but I think we are good. I'm not going to do any more pulls because, you know, the luck is terrible right now. Where's my little transition screen? There we go. Oh, it covered up my face. There we go. There we go. All right. Silver and Blood. We just got a huge update last night. And there's a lot of really exciting things. And the update wouldn't complete. So last night it launched, like right after I made my Silver and Blood video. And then you just couldn't finish the download. It was annoying as hell. It worked for mobile, but it would not work for PC. And then sometime this morning, they finally fixed it, so you could actually complete the download. Hold up, let me change my thing here so it's actually filling up the screen. There we go. Also, let me change the Twitch info. We're now playing Silver and Blood. So yeah, this is an exciting time. If you're considering playing, this is a good time. Because we just got a pretty cool update. Okay, back to this. Boop doop boop. Silver and Blood. I don't even know who that was that just said that. Was that part of the update? They changed like different characters that can say like the intro like it is in Nikke? That's kind of cool. Before it was like always the same voice. Vic says, one thing I wanted to ask was if you could cover skills, priority investment, or to hold off. Okay, so I guess the TLDR on skills. Let's just like take a look really quick. We'll look. Actually, let's look at Otavia, because Otavia is my favorite. Also, currently my highest blood power unit that I have. So their skills are down here. In Silver and Blood, every unit's gonna have 4 skills. One of them is gonna be their ultimate, kind of like their burst, and then they're gonna have a special skill, and then their basic attack skill, and then they'll have like some kind of passive skill, which is called a talent. You can never level up the talent. That just stays how it is all the time. And then the basic attack and the special will use the same resource to level up, very similar to like Nikke's skill 1 and skill 2. And then the ultimate will take its own type of resource, kind of like the bursts in Nikke. So depending on the unit, obviously, you're going to want to focus on different things. The general rule, this is also similar to Nikke, leveling up to level 4 is pretty safe, okay? When you very first start, don't go too crazy. Don't just like level up everything to level 4, because you're not gonna have that many resources. Only level the things that you're like using, but you can feel pretty safe leveling things to level 4. And if there's a unit that you're like, hey, I like this, I'm gonna keep using this, I would definitely recommend just leveling all 3 of their skills to level 4, because it's a very low investment and you're just gonna get better value out of that unit, right? Once you try and go to 5, you then need an additional type of resource. You're gonna need one of these crystal balls, and it'll be a different type of crystal ball depending on what type of unit it is. So initially you'll just need these different types of like tome things. And then when you try to go to 5, you're gonna need these. And then these start to ramp up a lot as you go up the levels. So for instance, if we look at Iona, in order for me to level this up, I need 140 of these. This becomes like your main bottleneck. Also, you'll see there's a third type of skill up material that you start needing. So just be cautious with anything going past 4. It's a significant investment. And I'm not going to get into like every unit and their skill priorities, of course, but the simplest thing, if you want to focus on something, level up Iona, and the skill to focus on for her is actually just her basic attack. Her basic attack is what she uses all the time. Leveling this up makes all the other things that she does better. It also takes advantage of using the Eye of Truth. Also, if you have Fleeting Bella, which I unfortunately don't, you can really lean into that basic attack. And so, yeah, just keep leveling Iona's basic attack, and I'm going to try and get this all the way up to max on level 10. So hopefully that answered your question, Vic, and helped anybody else who's watching as well. All right. But I would say also, as another general rule, if you're passing things without a problem, just don't level anything, right? Just like keep your materials, and then when you need to, then you can go and like level up some skills. Let's grab these. Okay, to what? The castle. Moonlight Tribute. Oh, yeah, sure. I'll collect that and do my extra sermon. I need more of the Divine Blood Drops. This is kind of like your core dust. So I'm currently bottlenecked at core dust right now. I have a lot of like Divine Blood Drops that I could open, but I want to save them because I'm not stuck in the campaign, so I'm just holding them. So again, just trying to like min-max that resource. Warlock says you also got the no price bug. Wait, no price on what? Maybe I do? I didn't notice. I haven't played since being able to update on PC, so yeah. Ooh, nice. I have an acapella encounter in the Starry Wilderness. They don't want money? So wait, if I go to the cash shop, hold up. You're saying there's... Oh, it does say no price. It just says item not found when I click on it. Wait, so can I just not buy anything if I wanted to buy something? Oh, yeah, so the cash shop is just literally not functioning. Interesting. Well, good thing I'm free to play. But that's a problem for a lot of people. That's kind of lame. Dude, this update had problems. It introduced a lot of cool stuff, but it definitely has problems. We're going to take a look at the new units, the new ancestors that were added in just a second. But let's go back to the castle. Yeah, they don't want money, apparently. Wait, not the Starry Wilderness. We want to go to the council chamber. Okay. Regarding investing resources to enrich the castle library. Okay. We're going to invest in education, guys. The vassal has reported that the castle library has a limited variety of books and suggests we purchase some new genres. Okay. What are your thoughts on this matter? You support this proposal. Our library currently only holds the following categories: family historical records, alchemy scrolls, manuals, and Dracula's philosophical works. That is an extremely narrow focus. I'm personally in favor of expanding this. Lady Iona has specifically compared our library with one in her hometown. It seems we're lacking books on continental history, literature and arts, and arithmetic and geometry. We should certainly consider acquiring new books. Vic says, I was able to satisfy all 5 vassals this council. Nice. It is a little RNG depending on what question you get, but yeah. The game sound is very low for you. It should be low. It should be low. That is by design. But I can turn it up slightly if you guys want. All right, so Swaney's always a downer about everything. There was a time when our castle had a rich collection of books. After the Holy War and the family decline, the former lord only kept the quote-unquote useful books, while the useless ones were buried in the abandoned cellars of the castle. Dude, what is that shit? Why would he do that? However, after all this time, most of the pages have yellowed and wrinkled. Procuring new books isn't cheap. In my opinion, we should save our resources for now. I mean, if budget is a concern, that is a consideration. So what are your thoughts? Quinn says, I've never quite belonged in this castle, so take it as you will. Okay. She kind of doesn't care. Otavia, I think, does want to. Bella does not want to. Acapella does not want to. Lamia is just angry because Lamia. I'm going to say postpone decision. Okay, Otavia liked that. Bella really liked that. Acapella really liked that. Okay. Lamia thought that was lame. Okay. And Quinn, okay, so everyone was happy but Lamia, and, you know, Lamia is just an angry person. I like her, but, you know, she's got a lot of trauma issues. She's definitely that girl where you're going to try and fix her. All right, to the ritual chamber.
These are all my spoils of war. Impressive, right?
Impressive, right? We need smart vampires? Dude, we do need smart vampires. We don't want some, like, dumb, uninformed vampires just holed up in their castle reading nothing but Dracula propaganda. All right, message board. Oh. I'm not going to read this, but actually, this kind of does look like an amusing conversation. All right, grab my reward from Lamia. Oops, that was the wrong page. All right, let's collect these, and we'll take a look at the new units. Did anybody? Oh yeah, Quinn also leveled up. If you guys haven't already, check out my video on the most powerful SSRs in the game. That just went up last night. And I kind of break down categories of like best DPS, best tank, best support, things like that. Okay, I also need to... Let's level up Otavia more. Give her a little boost. Okay. So, to the clan. So, there were a number of things that were updated. But the biggest thing was here in the Ancestral Vault. Warlock says, I'm also done with the 160 ball, so you can start saving pulls. Nice. Yeah, I'm saving as well. I'm done with the 160 ball. But there are still more units that I want. So, as I get more white scrolls, I'm going to keep pulling. So Serene was previously the only ancestor you could unlock in the Ancestral Vault. Pretty good unit, actually, from what I can tell. But now, they added 2 more. And the big one is this one in the middle here. But we'll get to her in a second. She was just in the last event story. And as soon as I saw her, I was like, wow, that character is so cool. I hope we get her soon. And then we got her literally the next update. So that's really exciting. But she was in the this event, the story, where she kind of has history with the Bathory family and Baphomet and all that. Very interesting character. Really good design, too. So really excited to see that she's here already. The devs for Silver and Blood aren't keeping people in NPC jail for too long. But anyway, we also got Julius over here. And we can actually do a little demo with them. So that's pretty cool. So we can do a trial covenant. And I'm going to actually get some little rewards. So make sure you guys do this. So Julius is a physical damage dealer, a full moon, a warrior. So he's just kind of like your standard, like, DPS type class using medium armor, and of course he is a bloodborne.
I don't seek immortality, but only by living can I await the day to
kind of a crazy design. So he's got basically like a fake body, kind of like Baphomet, except he's still like partly human. I haven't analyzed his skills completely, but he does look decently strong. I think, he's gonna have to be like tested, of course, to see just how good he is. So let's do the demo. Vic says, I'm still around chapter 5 with a few things still locked. Okay, cool. I mean, you've literally only been playing for like 48 hours or less, so I mean, no worries. Warlock says, stuck at the start of chapter 14, got pummeled as a welcome gift with 9k BP deficit. Dang. Okay, so this is him, and we're with what? Frederick, Ressa, Fleeting Bella, that looks like, and Acapella. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. They're including like a limited unit here. And then they're setting us up to burst with Fleeting Bella Acapella. Fleeting Bella Acapella. And then our new unit. So let's see how this goes. Let's do 1x speed so we can see what's happening better. Okay, here we go. His ultimate. Looking flashy. Oh, he looks crazy. Like that whole like blood effect around him. That was pretty cool. He didn't exactly do massive damage though. When he did his damage, it looked kind of comparable to Ressa. He did crit, Okay. 13,000. That looked like it will way more damage. Interesting. I mean, we're just fighting like one enemy that's like kind of tanking hits, so it's kind of not like a real test, but it's still interesting to see him in action. Okay, so let's use Serene now, because we're also going to get rewards from her.
So this is the new vassal candidate.
Serene was also in the recent story. Old member of the Bathory family. A very scary character. A very, very scary character. So again, we're using acapella, but this time we got, I forget the name of this girl, and then Quinn and Van Helsing. You almost didn't clear with Serene. Okay, well let's see. So this time we actually have a group of full, like a bunch of enemies here. Whereas we only had the one enemy for the last test. So I believe Serene is a buffer slash like semi DPS. She is a marksman, so let's see how this goes. Again, keeping it 1x speed just so we can kind of see things. So probably we really want to target these backline healers more realistically. But let's see what she does. Dude, the hands are so creepy. The lore is that they're an extension of her will, and she's kind of like a very scary person that just plays with people like toys. So we're going to target this backline mage this time. There we go. Dude, just one-shot the mage. So I think if we just auto-target this thing all the time, we're going to be in trouble. We want to make sure we're actually hitting these backline mages. Do this again. And Van Helsing is theoretically a really good combo with Serene, because like I said, she's like also a buffer. Yeah, her only having a cost of 3 is pretty great. There we go, we took out another mage. Oh no, we ran out of time. I wasn't even paying attention. But we ran out of time. Oh, well, we still got a quote-unquote victory. And we got the rewards. Let's see. Her will must be creepy if those are what her hands look like. Yeah, so they're like not. You can see her actual hands, right? Like she has a normal body, but then these are like extensions of like the darkness from her mind or whatever. Yes, a marksman buffer, yes. All right, but here is the real excitement. Valora. So like I said, new character introduced in this event. No spoilers, but she is like an old member of the Bathory family. And pretty excellent design and a cool character. And like I said, I really expected her to be like locked in NPC jail because, I don't know, trauma from Nikke, I guess. But They brought her out immediately with the next update. Now, she is going to take time to unlock because even though we now have 3 different ones, you have to unlock Serene and Julius before you can get Valora. So it's still going to take some time. But anyway, let's start the demo. She is another physical damage dealer, Full Moon. She's an assassin, so she's like that one that like rushes forward. Light armor, and is an ancestor. I really like using these, because like in this case, we'll be able to go up here and hit this this mage right away. And dude, she just looks so cool. And let's see, who do we have with her? So we got, I don't know why we have Baphomet. I mean, I guess it depends on where we're in the timeline. It would make sense that she's fighting with Baphomet. We got Serene over here too. Okay. All right, so we got the 3 ancestors, and then Death himself and Baphomet. This guy's a dick. All right, let's start.
Obey my command.
So this is sort of like liberation units. Yes, definitely like liberation units, but it is dependent on you being in a clan. Oh, that animation is so cool. And then she gets the horse. Look, she just stunned all the enemies. That is so cool. Oh my god, she just wrecked those mages. Wow. That was badass. That might be the coolest ultimate animation I've seen so far. That was really cool. And it went off insanely fast too. Like really, like the battle barely started and she already got to use her ultimate. Let's see. Valora looks like the type you want on your side in a fight. Looks very badass. Yeah, for real. The skeleton horse compliments look. It does. It does. I found it interesting how Baphomet is voiced by Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. I had no idea, but that totally makes sense. That totally makes sense. So let's see. If we look at Valora again, her ultimate costs 6, which isn't crazy, but that's kind of slower. But like she used it like immediately. So is there something that like reduces the cost of it? Because like Lamine and some other units do have things that like will reduce their cost. Don't see anything in here that says that. Let's see. When casting her ultimate, Valora gains a shield equal to 30% max HP. It lasts until her ultimate ends. During this period, when any of Valora's shields are broken, Valora becomes untargetable. Okay, never mind. I thought that was going to be something about reducing her ultimate cost. Did I miss something in here? Let me read this again. So she leaves Hellfire on the ground. That's cool. That's cool. I don't see anything about this. Causes the Hellfire to explode, dealing more physical damage. Okay. Dude, it did do a ton of damage. And is guaranteed to crit. That's nice. I don't see anything about her like reducing the cost of her ultimate. She front loads half her burst cost. Where? How? Where does it say that? Am I blind? Hmm. So this just says she becomes untargetable if her shield is broken. The battle begins. She rushes forward. Okay, that's like normal for assassin type units. She makes the Hellfire circles. Passively triggers every 7 seconds, causing them to explode. Cool. So she stuns the enemy, makes people unable to cast their ultimate or activate special skills. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. And this says this costs 6. And Bob in chat is saying that she front loads half of her burst cost, but where does it say that? Yeah, I don't see anything that implies that. Let's watch this again.
Valera Aegis, marching in the name of honor. Obey my command.
All right, so we got one. Dude. Overdrive keyword? Cause she just used her ultimate like instantaneously. The game survey just came up. Okay. All right, hold on. Let's look at this again. Dude, she wrecked so fast.
The darkest age begins when faith is lost, and wrong becomes routine.
Just as the ultimate has overdrive. I see. Okay, okay. Well, that is very hidden. Huh, okay. So, if you click on overdrive, it will expand it. So, when above 50% blood soul, you can cast even with insufficient blood soul. If there's extra blood soul when casting, enters overdrive, during which any ultimate costing over 0 cannot be cast. However, blood soul recovery rate is increased by 20%. Overload ends when blood soul recovers to 0. Okay, so at 50% blood soul, so when you get to 3, she can instantly cast it. Okay. And then blood soul recovery is increased by 20%. That is really good. That is pretty cool. I'm definitely excited for her. So let's go back to the clan really quick here. So, like I said, in the Ancestral Vault, you will still need a copy of both, and then you actually need to get duplicates of them. So you need to limit break them all the way. So Herald Serene 4 times and Julius 4 times before you can get Valora, which is unfortunate. It's going to be a long wait, but she looks like she's probably worth the wait. Vic also says a game survey just came up. Okay. Good. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to actually... I am going to... add and see if we can get a copy of Serene. She's OP. She does look OP. She definitely looks OP. Now, I have to say, like, these are very limited tests, right? So for all 3 of these units, they're doing a demo that's designed to make the unit look cool, right? Now, I mean, I hope she is as OP as she seems, or she looks that cool, because, I mean, I'm a fan of the character. But I will say, temper your expectations, because they're going to be put in a situation that's designed to, like, show what the unit can do. So when we actually get them in the real world, they may be, like, not as crazy. You know what I mean? Just keep that in mind. It's motivation to do good in Union Raid. Yeah, for sure. Ooh, we're actually going to get Serene. Almost there. 1% more. Dude, so we did pretty well in the Union Raid. At least for, like, kind of a casual Union. So it did get a lot of currency. What's up, Togashi? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so we can summon her. We can summon her. Here we go. We get our creepy girl.
A new face? Ooh, you're popular, aren't you? Looks like everyone wants a turn with you.
Okay. Serene has some spicy comments to make. So I think now I'll try and get one copy of Julius. I'll probably limit break Serene first, but I'll start working on Julius. And then after I get my one copy of Julius, then I'll probably then max out Serene. All right, let's see. We should put her in the infusion slot. I don't know who to take out. Oh, this is the first time I've had an SSR where I actually need to take somebody out. So maybe that means it's finally time to reset SETI. Let's do it. Okay, so Otavia and Bella are being actually leveled. And then so is Piera. And then, ooh, I don't know who my desire to min-max, I shouldn't actually do it yet. I shouldn't do it yet. All right, so we'll just take out a random unit. I can swap them back in at any point. I will take out Joanne, sure. And then let's put in Serene.
No, I'm not sharing my buttons with anyone.
And give her some equipment because poor Serene doesn't have any equipment. So got another ancestor. Oh, technically a Bloodborne. Okay, so even though like in the story she's kind of an ancestor, I guess she is classified as a Bloodborne. I mean, she definitely is a Bloodborne. So let's give her some equipment. Okay, I had some decent stuff for her at least. I don't have any of my tier 7 gear for her though. So let's see. Her ultimate says releases shadow spirits for cloak, dealing a bunch of damage to the target, and applies dark mark. Then grants dark intentions to all allied marksmen. So this is the big buff for marksman. This skill counts as a basic attack, and both dark mark and dark intentions last 6 seconds, extended by 2 seconds for each stack of festering desire. Okay, so dark mark prioritizes attacking the target, and dark intentions sets the target with a dark mark, and basic attack damage goes up 25% and range up 50%. So this is going to be super good. Serene is going to be an amazing support for either Van Helsing or Timeless Iona. So anytime you can ramp up either one of their damage, that's pretty good. I'm actually going to level her skills right now.
Don't worry, I won't break you.
I'm going to get these all to level 4. And we'll see if I want to invest in it more at some point. Did they voice more chapters? If not, you're still going to hold off on story progression. Unfortunately, they have not yet added the voice overs past chapter 12. It is very sad to say. But yeah, I feel the same way. That's why I've been slow rolling the campaign as well. Because the voice over is so good in this game. Like, I don't want to go through the story without being able to, like, hear it, right? Okay, and then I don't think I can level up anymore. Can I get Haughty up? No, I still need more Divine Blood Drops before I can get her to level 21. Because every 20 levels, just like in Nikke, you're going to need that Divine Blood. So get Divine Blood anytime there is a chance. And then let's put Serene as the... Dude, that kind of looks good with the frame, too. Okay. Let's get into some fights. Let's do the event. Dude, do you see freaking Serene's hands there? Okay, Cosmic Singularity. We'll quick battle this.
For the sake of peace.
Dude, it got really dark in here. I just realized. It's super dark. And I did not change it to the appropriate color for Silver and Blood. It was too dark in here already anyway. No cooldowns for swapping in the transfusion. Yes. So that came with the last update. There used to be. But like a week before you started playing Vic, they made no cooldowns. It's pretty cool. Downs. Divine Blood is the equivalent of core dust. Yes. Yes, it is. Nice. Just got a shard fragment. I think I'll open some shards and for sure do a friendship poll on stream at the end of stream. Reach affinity rank 8 with Agnes or Quinn. Okay, so we got to give some stuff to Quinn so we can finish our mission rewards or get all of our mission rewards. Let's see. Go to a banquet with Quinn.
You seem different from the other Bloodborne.
My journal reward. I've been advising her every day, but without the like banquet rewards, I don't think you would ever be able to finish these missions in time before the event ends. Oh, more story. Okay, no spoilers, no spoilers. We're gonna skip it. You can see it when you level up your Quinn's affinity as well. All right, now we can get another perfect shard. Sweet. Okay, so I've finished. I'm never gonna finish 1 and 3 because that requires me to get more copies of Quinn or Agnes, and I'm not gonna do that. But otherwise, I need to go back. What haven't I done in 12? Participate in a council meeting, chamber meeting. Okay, so tomorrow I'll finish this because I just need to have one more council with Quinn. And then also whatever is in 14 when that unlocks tomorrow. All right, to the shop. I've nearly cleared it out of like the important things. So I could get these awakening fragments. I think I'm going to go for these. I think I'm going to get the light armor upgrades. And then I'll start on medium armor. I think the least important right now to be upgrading is heavy armor, because just not that many like really meta units use heavy armor. Vic says, just unlocked Dutchman's Revenge, looks like Lost Sector. Yeah, you can think of it as the equivalent to Lost Sector. That is how you unlock your artifacts. Okay, so what did I just do? Oh, right. I need to go to the castle so I can use the things that I just bought in the ritual chamber. Alright, so level up light equipment. Nice. We're going to get a lot of levels out of this, all the way to 18. And then we'll do the same for medium. Got to 12 at least. Still have more of those to buy. Had to cough. I think I got myself muted in time. Okay, let's go to the Lost Courtyard and do some time-worn mausoleum. Okay, so we're gonna mix it up, actually. What moon phase is... She's a full moon. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take out Otavia, who is my strongest unit, so that kind of feels bad. But we're gonna use Serene.
So this is the new vassal candidate.
And then instead of Lamia, I'm gonna put in Van Helsing.
The hour of execution has come.
And let's
This is quite
change our positioning a little bit. And yeah, so let's try this. So we're going for like a full marksman DPS kind of build here. Let's change our ultimates. So we're going to go with Bella, obviously, because she's our only one. Acapella is our only crescent moon, and then we'll we'll still burst with Iona first. So we're going all in on the marksman idea. Let's see how this goes. We're definitely a squishy composition here. Ooh, alright, we got Bella's weapon right away and a fat expansion. We'll take it. Speed this up to 2 times speed. Nice, got some beeswax for Bella, and this is a pretty good. The medical syringe is a good piece of equipment. Dude, maybe it's kind of too dark in here. There we go. That's a little brighter, right? I think like it was kind of way dark. Okay. Ooh. All right. So another expansion. We can get the snake and already finished Bella's equipment. That's pretty nice. Wait, what do we need this for? Oh, we're gonna need it for Serene's weapon. Okay, but this is a universal buff for all marksmen with attack speed up. That's extremely good. And then I'll also take this because I'm going to need it for Serene's weapon if that ever appears. Would I consider starting my own clan at some point? I would consider it, yeah. Like, if there's interest in it, I will say this. I would like to keep this game, like, just chill. So, I'm down to start a clan, but it would be casual. It would be casual. Would still require, like, you know, daily activity, but, like, that would probably be, like, the only requirement, right? Like, use your stuff and, like, that's it. Just because I want something that, like, I don't have to stress about, you know? Ooh, we'll take this meteor. The meteor is kind of really good. Yeah, people in my community, you know, any of you guys that play are interested, we could start a clan. It would be cool. Silver and Blood Clan just don't. Let's see. Let's grab another expansion. I think I'll put that down here. Ooh, all right. So let's move this out of here just temporarily. Finish the meteor. And then, ooh, we can also finish this. Sweet. And this is still just like not doing anything for us, but that's fine. All right, we got extra space now. Okay, we got a long expansion and then Acapella's weapon, I guess, because I'm not really going to need the pearl for anything important, so we'll take Acapella's weapon. The Devil's Violin. Welcome those who just joined the stream. If you're not already, consider a follow or a sub. I would appreciate it. Ooh, nice. We completed that. That's really nice. So that's going to be super good for our marksman build. Let's see. Things are kind of moved inefficiently now. Let's take Van Helsing's guns. The cross is always so awkward. Like, Van Helsing and Lamia, it takes up so much space. Yeah.
And the future without limit begins from here.
I need that for nothing. We'll just stick that up there, I guess. Move this over. Put it in the corner. So for this type of game mode, having marksman is really kind of the best. So that's why I decided to try out this full marksman build and really see Serene shine. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. And we got the salt to go with it.
Without limit begins from here.
Wait, do I need more than one piece of gold? I do, or sulfur, I guess. Whatever it is. He's an alchemist. Okay, so where can I put these meteors again? Frickin' Van Helsing's guns in the way. Alright, let's move these things all down here. They can stick the chest up there. Put the meteors back up. Alright. We're back in business. Tagashi Jack says, I'm glad you're enjoying the game. It looks fun. You don't have the time for patience to start a new gacha right now. Dude, totally fair. Totally fair. Or nice. We got the fetus. The fetus? The fetus. I don't know what I just said. But yeah, gacha games can be a huge time sink. It's, you know, it allowed me, like, I discovered Silver and Blood, like, right when I was, like, really wrapping up playing Etheria Restart. So, like, 2 at a time, I think, is my limit. Technically, I have accounts that I check in on other games occasionally, but like do not play consistently at all. I think 2 is the limit for really playing. It is a good game, and if you have time for it, I would check it out. If you don't, good. Do something that's probably more productive. Okay, so now let's. Oh, I didn't grab all my rewards in here. What's going on? Oh, today's rewards, right. Okay, cool. There we go. Yeah, don't forget to grab these every day. It's your main source of skill materials. Okay. I have more things in the Flying Dutchman's Revenge, really? Oh. This just unlocked recently. I don't know what I beat that unlocked this. I don't think I had this yesterday. Okay, but cool. So that'll be more materials. I won't do this on stream right now, but I will do the Infinite Abyss. And it is Bloodborne Day. So anyway, Serene performed really well there. We beat that stage really quickly. That was kind of a fun build going full on marksman. So do I want to use Serene here? I don't think using Serene in the Bloodborne Tower is going to be good because I don't even have any other marksman. Like Serene, she's literally the only Bloodborne marksman that I even own. I'm not sure what other ones are marksmen, but yeah, that's gonna be bad. So yeah, we'll just stick with the team that I was using before. Vic says, when Nikke dailies take 10 minutes to complete, you hardly even count it towards your gacha limit. I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
That was too easy.
All right, next floor.
All raw materials for my merchandise.
For the sake of peace.
All raw materials for my merchandise. And that's death. That was too easy.
All right,
Cleaning.
done with that.
No.
So the only thing we have left is Tomb of the Fallen and Blood Arena, I think.
A fulfilling day indeed.
Oh, let me see. Collect some rewards. So before we do those things... Oh, wait. What do I have here in the clan? Oh. I also need to... Oh, Blood Arena. That'll give me my other ones. Okay. So, what was I saying? I have a time-limited thing to buy, except I couldn't buy it even if I wanted to. Because of the bug right now. They better give us good compensation. With how many bugs happened with this update, they better give us some extra compensation. So, what was I going to say about this? Oh yeah, so before that, let's do my friendship poll. So, see if we can get lucky. Get another SSR in here. I'm currently at like 50% on getting SSRs from friendship polls. Did not get one this time. Well, I did say 50%, not 100%. But we have a perfect shard. And the new units are already in this, so I want to point this out. So you can already get Quinn and Agnes in the perfect shard. Not only that, if you go to the perfect ancestor shard, Timeless Iona is now added in there as well. So if you were holding on to shards, now you can feel free to use them. I also have a rare shard. So let's do the rare shard first, then do the perfect shard. All right. This is the one that I've only gotten an SSR on one time. Let's see if we can get something good.
Let me make one thing clear from the outset.
Garlic Knight, Sir Godric. That's no, that's an L. Okay, all right. For the perfect chart, the thing that I would like the most is Del Carlo. Definitely, that's my #1 choice. If not, getting another Hottie or Amy to finish off my duplicates would be great. Okay, let's go.
Our reunion is guided by the Lord's will. And
Aressa. Okay, that is actually super cool because she is a unit that's on my altar that I don't have yet. I wanted her since I started the game. She's a very important character in the game. Very nice design. Very cool. Okay. Dude, I got Ressa just like that. That was super lucky. Also, we'll get some more Pure Blood Essence. And some more Knowledge of Deities. And some more balls. I gotta open all the things, guys. I gotta open all the things. Okay. So let's go to Ressa right now and give her some equipment.
how quickly? It's time for
I also
bed.
want to synchronize her as
Lord
well.
waiting.
I don't know. Let's see. If we go to the transfusion, who can I take out? I'm not sure. I could take out Kane. I'm not really using Kane anymore. Let's do that. And we'll put, oops, we'll put Ressa back in.
I wonder what
Ressa
will
in
happen
for the first time. I shouldn't say back in. And we got her new picture. We'll save her for tomorrow. I'm going to leave it on Serene for now. Got too many new toys. Okay. So we will go back to the Lost Courtyard and do our Tomb of the Fallen.
Powerful enemy from your
All right, Blade of Ganelon this time. Slash the Taken King. If you know it, you know it.
past or future. Every me stands with you now. Moonlight revelation.
So have yet to get a full clear on this guy. My best score was tier 8. Which I can't even get reliable. But I have gotten tier 8 against him. So all my luck went from Nikke today to Silver and Blood. The misses over there got me Ressa over here. Alright, tier 5, almost to 6. Phase change. It's pretty badass, not gonna lie. You just like pull a sword out of your own neck and then use it as a weapon. Why it was stabbed in his own neck to begin with, I don't know. Seems like a bad place to store your sword, but it looks badass. Alright, we hit tier 6. What's cool about the boss fights for gear, you only need to get a good score once, quick slate afterwards, even after the next reset. Yeah, it is pretty cool. This feels like tier 9 might be possible today. I feel like tier 9 might be possible. I feel like we're keeping up. This is where it gets crazy, though. I don't know if I can clear all these random little werewolves. This is where things start to get a little overwhelming. Oh, Quinn died? No. I don't know why. She got unable to use her skill for a second there. They're like silencing her. I'm not exactly sure what the mechanic is. Oh my god, there's so many werewolves. Ugh, we're not gonna make it. There's just so... You need so much damage at this end stage to actually be able to clear all the ads. It's crazy. So I guess tier 9 is still a bit of a ways off. It looked like it was, like, you know, pretty good for a while there. I was a little too optimistic. Okay. Monthly bond. After tier 9, would there be any reason to go in manually? I don't think so. I want to say no. I don't really think so.
The longest journey begins with a...
Okay. So, who gets new equipment? Transcendent Haughty gets new equipment.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Dude. Hero of a cameraman right there. Alright, so she gets a new chest equipment. And then... let's upgrade Serene.
Play together. Don't worry.
There you go. She actually gets some tier 7 now. And then, yeah, Haughty.
Allow me to solve all your problems.
Allow me to solve all your problems. Darcius. I'll give her equipment as well. Sure, we'll give some good equipment to Ressa.
We mustn't keep the Lord waiting.
Oh, didn't even have a tier 7 for her. Just a faction gear for her, but okay, that's fine. Let's see, and we'll give some to Mass. I do like the crazies. That's bad, but you know, if there was ever, if there were ever a red flag, probably a girl that's all red is one of them. But you know what? I like Mass anyway. All right, Yggdrasil. Triss. Is that it for SSRs? I guess so. Okay, so yeah, Jestel gets some. Jestel, I've said it multiple times in multiple videos, a very good unit. Don't underestimate Jestel. Right. So, I could open these faction shards too, to be honest. I don't know, I'm just like saving them for no real reason. So I think I'll do the Blood Arena. And that's going to be our last thing. I'm a legendary gladiator. So what can... oh, let's edit the lineup. So maybe I should put Serene on one of these teams.
Past or future, every me stands with you now.
None shall escape.
I could put Serene on this team. Who would I take off? So for team 3, oops, I could take out Piera, because Piera's kind of a random person on this team. Like, she's not really, like, not that Piera is terrible, but she's not really, like, she doesn't really have any synergy. So maybe I will take out Piera and put on Serene.
So this is the new vassal candidate. Would anyone mind if I break them?
None shall escape.
Past or future, every
Do
me
I want to put
stands with
Piera
you
on
now.
some other team? Probably
Raw materials for my merchandise.
not. Yeah, I think I'll... I could put Piera here, actually, on Bella's team. But I don't know if that... I feel like Lamia's probably just better to keep on the team anyway, because Lamia's strong. Unless I modified another squad to put Lamia on instead. But I don't think so. I think I want to leave it as is. Alright, so we'll complete that. I mean, the third team here is really kind of like by far my worst team anyway. So Serene's probably not going to really make a difference to begin with, just because. But in theory, this is a better team now. But really, the ones that I'm trying to win with are team 1 and 2. Okay, so who can I fight? What is this person like? This person is pretty strong. Probably get stomped by them. I'm in that situation again where there's not really a reasonable target for me. I like climbed up kind of like above my power level, and now I'm like, well, who can I even beat? We'll try fighting this person.
All raw materials for my merchandise.
But we're gonna move over.
All raw materials for my merchandise.
So Haughty misses. But we're fighting Timeless Iona, which means we probably just lose, unfortunately. Yep, that went about like I expected. You know, when there's a Timeless Iona on that team and not on your team, you're probably screwed. Which is why I'm going to crush them in this round. Because this time the Timeless Iona is with me. Yep, easy victory. Okay, so this one should be a relatively even match, but
A wise strategy.
maybe we do stick with this. Yeah. It's funny, we're actually both using pretty similar units. This is gonna be very even, very even. So let's just see what happens. I think I have a little bit more damage capability. He has a little bit more sustainability. But this should be pretty even. Maybe edge to them just because they're going to out-sustain me. And I don't have, like... I'm still slightly underpowered even though I have, like, in theory, more DPS. Ooh, I'm wearing him down. I'm wearing him down. Ooh, yeah, I've got this. I've got this. Nice. Okay, 2 out of 3. Actually took the win there. Okay, so this is probably a situation now where it just is what it is. But we'll try fighting this person. This particular match should be a win for me. The other 2 matches, we'll see, we'll see. They do have Timeless Iona, but I had a pretty big BP advantage, so I think I'm going to win here, even though I said there's a Timeless Iona on their side of the field. You probably lose. But I think I'm gonna win just by, like, you know, over leveling against them. Yeah. Okay.
Past or future, every me stands
This
with
should
you
be a
now.
very even match.
I'll take care of these guys.
I think slight advantage to me, even though I'm technically lower BP. Again, I got Timeless Iona, they don't. And if I kill their Van Helsing, then they just like don't really have any damage. The thing is, it could be kind of hard to do that because they've got Starry-Eyed Iona over there, keeping everybody pretty healthy. Oh, yeah, alright. We're going to win pretty easily at this point. There we go. Now this is one that we like pretty much certainly lose. And I could even reposition to try and avoid these control effects here, but it doesn't matter. We already won 2 out of 3, so screw it. We'll just let it happen. But that would not have been ideal because I let Augustine grab Serene, which is obviously not good. And then I also let Lamine mark Van Helsing. But like I said, this whole battle is a moot point. So oh, sorry, I just turned off the sound there randomly. It actually ended up being way closer than I thought. If I had taken the time to reposition, we may have actually won this. Alright, but yeah, so we got the victory, 2 out of 3. So now let's run through the gauntlet.
Conflict intertwine, great riches abound. Care to give it a try?
Take out an easy target here.
We fight to bring peace.
Yeah.
Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound. Care to give it a try?
These are all pretty high BP. Let's fight another easy person.
We fight to bring peace.
Lunar protection.
Begins from here.
2 for 2.
Where violence and conflict intertwine, great
I'd like to
riches
fight
abound.
like an actual even
Yeah,
match
give it a try.
here. But everybody's either like really strong or really weak. This one's, I don't know, I'm going to kind of overpower him, but this one's sort of
We fight
even-ish.
to bring
Vic says, I wonder what they'll do for an October Halloween event, since it's already Halloween-themed game. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a lot of games, I'd say it's like 50-50. Some games do Halloween stuff, some games don't. So we'll see if they do anything for it. But they definitely could easily do some fun Halloween stuff. They drop a Frankenstein unit. Like, that would fit perfectly. I mean, it's gothic horror. We just gotta burn through Quinn's HP here. The rest of the team is dead, though. Alright, we had to go through her, like, ignore death effect. Kill her again. There we go. Quinn can survive through a lot, but she needs somebody else to actually do damage.
Great riches abound. Care to give it a try?
Is there a reason you hold on to your tower molds? Well, so there would be a reason to wait until like units were added. So that's why people were holding them until today. As for why I'm not using them right now, there is no good reason. I don't know. Maybe let's open one of them at the end of the stream. I'll open one right now. Vic says you're coping for missing those juicy summer skins. Dude, I'm pretty sad. I'm pretty sad. I'm missing them too.
Where violence and conflict
All right.
intertwine.
So we got our 4 wins. Let me collect. Why do I have a notification here for Embrace? I guess just because I could summon on these. Oh, also, do I need to update my altar? Since I got Ressa, should I change this? Maybe I should change this. Yeah, okay. So I'll put Selena on there. That was a unit that I couldn't remember her name before. And then I'll have all the units. Cool. Yeah. Any other units that need to be equipped? Does not look like it. So, yeah, let's do one of the molds. Or the shards. So which one should we do? So I can do the church. Getting Thibault, one of the bell ringers. That would be pretty cool. Also getting, what's this girl's name? Nicole would be cool. I don't have her yet. Ice skating chick. That's pretty badass. Those would be 2 top choices for me. If not, getting a duplicate of Van Helsing would obviously be nice, or a duplicate of Acapella. So those are like the 4 that I would be hoping for. Let's see, if I take a look at the Bloodborne, there's not a whole lot of them here. By far what I want the most is Del Carlo. I don't have Del Carlo yet, so getting Del Carlo would be great. Otherwise, probably getting another copy of Lamia. If I go to Kingdom, I guess if I could get Selena right now, and then I'd have all the Kingdom units, that would be cool. Oh no, I still need Cessia. Cessia is who I'd want the most. Yeah. Dr. Eels likes Nicole. Yeah, I almost put Nicole on my wish list right away. But then I was like, no, I gotta do the units to break the 160 wall. Dashim says, if you pull Quinn or Agnes, you have an extra 10 pull on that banner that goes away in a day. It is if you reach certain milestones. Are you saying if I do a single pull for them? Let me see that again really quick. So if I do this 10 pull, how can I tell? Because I have pulled for Quinn already. Because I got her. I haven't pulled for Agnes at all. Get them in molds, you mean? If you pull Quinn or Agnes... Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, if I get them in a mold. Okay, I thought you were saying there was some kind of like reward kind of thing there. No. Yeah, I already have both of them, so I'm not like stressing about it. Vic says, could you go over consumables and which ones we should be opening right away? You know, the consumables with 1 hour, 2 hours. Yeah. Okay, so just really quick thing here on consumables. Save your coffins for breaking the 160 wall. I've said this in multiple videos. Everybody should know that, okay? All right. Otherwise, if you've already broken your 160 wall, pick the units that you like. I've made videos on the good units. Go for those. All of these are your banquet items. So just use them to level the affinity of whatever the appropriate units are that you want to use. Cool. All these things here with the 1 hour, 2 hour, 12 hour, 8 hour, whatever, do not open these until you are stuck. So this is just like in Nikke. The higher you get your level on this, the more resources you will get when you actually use these. So I haven't opened a single one of these, okay? So once you're finally stuck and you can't progress more, sorry, I had to sneeze. Once you're finally stuck and you can't progress more, then open whatever you need to level up a little bit and get unstuck, okay? But otherwise, just leave those in cold storage. And then your shards, I mean, they're shards. Open them when applicable if you're trying to get a new unit. Now that Timeless Iona has been added and like Quinn and Agnes are added, there's no specific reason to hold on to them anymore. Okay, so let's do the Bloodborne one. Let's do the Bloodborne one. If we can get Del Carlo, that would be amazing. We are guaranteed to get an SSR. Oh, we have something called Crystal Balls. So there will be chests that will then give you an assortment of these timed items. You can open those and then just don't open the actual timed items, right? The balls are going to be that skill resource that I was mentioning.
I remember
Which are these, okay? So feel free to use those. If it's a random one, like just open them if it doesn't allow you to select, and you'll just get what you get, right? If it's one where you can select what type, then hold off until you know exactly what type you're going to need. Hopefully that answered your questions, Vic. And the knowledge ones, again, those are the skill materials. So if they're random, you can just open them right away. If they're select ones for like knowledge and insight or whatever, hold off on them until you know which skill you need to level up. Okay, so Bloodborne. Perfect Bloodborne shard. Pray for Del Carlo, okay? But there's honestly a lot of good options here. I don't have Spectral Gilrain yet. Getting Otavia would be great. Getting Lamia would be great. All right. Let's do this. Mass. All right. I mean, I was just saying I like Mass. Mass is a fun character to use. She's cool. I won't complain about it. That definitely wasn't one of the better options, but it's all good. Let's go and limit break Mass. That is my first extra copy of her. We'll break through. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a great stream per usual. Thanks for the super chats, and thanks for all of you who just subscribe and follow and watch. It's always a good time. Hope you guys have a good night, morning, evening, wherever you guys are at in the world. Stay happy and healthy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video or stream.
You're the first one who's been able to hold my gaze for so long.